The sun was high. The sky was clear. Not a single cloud. The wind was silent. The trees stood still. The leaves were tired. Everything looked dry and sleepy. It was a very hot afternoon in the countryside, the kind of day when even the birds didn't want to sing. Far, far above the fields, a lone crow was flying. His wings moved slowly. His beak stayed open. His eyes kept moving left, right, down, everywhere. He was not enjoying the flight. He was tired, very tired. But more than that, he was thirsty, so thirsty. Where is the water? The crow said to himself. I can't keep flying like this. He looked below. The fields were empty. No ponds, no river, just dry soil, cracked ground, and yellow grass. The village road was empty too. No people, no animals, only heat. So much heat. The crow flapped his wings again, trying to stay in the air. But his body was slow. His throat was dry. His voice was weak. Caw, caw, he tried. But it didn't sound like a real caw. It sounded like a tired whisper. He kept flying, a little to the east, a little to the south. His eyes scanned every corner of the ground. He saw a few birds sitting under a tree, in the shade. Lucky birds, he thought. But he didn't stop. He had only one thing in mind: water. He passed a garden. Maybe there's something there? No, nothing. Just flowers and dry grass. He flew a little more. He passed a broken house. Maybe an old pot? Maybe a cup. No luck. Minutes passed. His wings felt heavy. He was slower now. His flight became lower. Just when he was about to land and rest, something shiny caught his eye. Wait, what was that? He looked again. Yes, under a big tree, something round, something brown, something like a pot. The crow's heart beat faster. His eyes opened wide. Caw! A pot! Maybe, just maybe. He flew straight to it. No time to waste. The pot was sitting under the shade of the tree. It looked old, a little dusty. But maybe. He landed next to it and quickly peeped inside. Oh, there was water. But, Oh no, he said, his voice soft. The water was at the bottom. Just a little. He could see it. He could smell it, but he couldn't reach it. His beak was not long enough, not deep enough. He tried once, he tried twice, he even leaned into the pot with one foot inside. But no, it was too low. He sat beside the pot and looked up. He was tired. So tired. What now? He whispered. Should I fly away? But where? I don't even have the strength. He looked around again. Empty ground, some fallen leaves, some dry sticks, a few stones. Stones, he thought. And then something clicked in his mind. Wait a second. His eyes opened wide. His beak made a small sound. Ah! He remembered something. A moment, a memory, a picture in his mind. He had seen a pot like this before, and he had seen someone, yes, dropping stones inside. Will it work? He asked. Only one way to know. With the little strength he had left, the crow hopped to a small stone. He picked it up with his beak and dropped it into the pot. Plop! He looked inside. The water moved a little. He smiled, just a little. Again, he picked up a second stone. Plop. Third. Plop. Fourth. Plop. Fifth. Plop. Sixth, plop, plop, plop. The sound gave him hope. He felt a tiny bit stronger now. Slowly, patiently, the crow kept working, one stone at a time, sometimes two. Sometimes he had to fly a tiny distance to find more. Some stones were big, some were small. He chose carefully. Plop, plop, plop. The water moved. It rose, just a little, but it rose. Oh, he gasped, it's working! His wings felt lighter now. His eyes were bright. He had a goal, a mission. He was not just a thirsty crow anymore. He was a clever crow. Just a few more, he said. He continued, stone after stone, no rest, no giving up. Around him, a few small birds watched from a branch. They tilted their heads, curious. One whispered, "What's he doing?" Another said, "Looks like he's building something." But the crow didn't hear them. He was too focused. His heart was beating fast now, not from tiredness, but from excitement. The water was getting higher. "Oh, yes, almost, almost," he said, hopping fast. Plop, another, plop, another. And then the water reached the top. The crow jumped in joy. Gah! Yes, I did it! I did it! He leaned forward. His beak touched the water. Cool, fresh, sweet water. He closed his eyes. He drank slowly, sip after sip. The dry feeling in his throat disappeared. The tiredness in his wings faded. His body felt light again. His heart felt proud. After drinking enough, he sat on the edge of the pot and smiled. Not bad for an old crow like me, he chuckled. He looked at the small birds watching him. He said, "Remember this, young ones. Don't give up. Use your brain. You'll find a way." The birds nodded, still amazed. The sun was still hot, but the crow didn't feel the heat anymore. He looked at the sky, bright blue, full of space to fly. He opened his wings, gave a strong flap, and rose up. As he flew, he felt light, happy, fresh. Caw, caw, where there's a will, there's always a way. The wind danced around him, the leaves moved again, the trees whispered softly, and the crow flew high above the countryside, leaving behind a pot full of stones, a small group of wide-eyed birds, and a big lesson in a tiny story.